we have narrowed the field to the best 18 pro riders here. This is your starting lineup for your pro main.
If you're ready, we are, and I know these riders are. Here we go. Here we go with our pro singles main event. We will begin at the man on the point. He's been the man to beat all night long. What's he going to do here? He's got a Warren, Oregon on the TJ Burnett Farms Honda. Give it up for number 67M, Davis Fisher. Davis is in series points coming into this round. Here comes the man who is fifth in points right now with 2 wins out of Mount Juliet, Ohio. On the Johnny's Vintage Motorcycles Honda, number 17F, Jared Vanderkoy. Starting in the 3 spot with 4 victories from Twin Lake, Michigan on the Parkinson Brothers Racing Honda. He is your series point leader with 2 rounds remaining. Give it up for number 77J, Kyle Johnson. Moving to our 4th starting spot from Sunnyvale, California on the Thresher Communications Honda. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23Y, Ryan Foster. Going off in the 5th spot, 4th in series points from Salinas, California on the Rod Lake Racing Honda, number 30Z, Bronson Bauman. Last one, front row, right here out of Norco, California on the Southland Racing Honda, number 44E, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Armstrong. We now move to our 2nd row. He's from Sherwood, Oregon on the Walrath Racing Honda. Number 18M, make some noise for Austin Himholz. Moving to our 8th starting spot from Monterey, California, the RGB Honda. Ladies and gentlemen, number 95Z, Austin Skaggs. Starting in the 9th starting spot, out of Stockton, California, right up the road on the Josh Chisholm, Mikey Martin Racing Yamaha. Ladies and gentlemen, number 99Y, give it up for Ryan Kearns. Going off in the 10th starting spot from St. Louisville, Ohio on the Englehart Racing Honda, fast kid right here, number 23F, Jeffrey Lowry. Going off in the 11th starting spot from Modesto, California on the Rogers Racing Honda. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23Z, James Monaco. And now we move to our 12th starting spot from Creve Coeur, Illinois on the John and Shirley Franklin Stanley Weaver Honda, number 11P, Molly Terry. To the 3rd row we go to the 13th starting spot out of Snohomish, Washington on the Ride Sports Honda, number 51M, here's Cole Fredrickson. And this guy is 2nd in points. He's got 1 win to his credit, and he is knee-deep in the running order here, trying to get in front. In the 14th starting spot from Albion, New York, on the KTM GE Capital KTM 450, number 94B, Flying Ryan Wells. And now, you've seen these young men do it from the hard way in the semi. Here's your 15th starter from Lawrenceton, Pennsylvania, the Bromley Brothers KTM Racing, number 54A, Dan Bromley. To our 16th starting spot we go from Canandaigua, New York, the Casey Cycle Helmet World KTM, number 36B, Obi Carlisle. Starting in the 17th starting spot from Bucyrus, Ohio. He's on the Parkinson Brothers Racing Honda, 24F, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for J.R. Addison. Finally, to our 18th starting spot out of Cambridge, Minnesota on the Anderson Brica Motorsports Honda, number 21L, Cole Anderson. Cole, one of 3 Anderson brothers racing here this evening. That is your field for your pro singles main event. I'm throwing it back topside to Scotty Dubler.
Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. We start with 37 of the fastest pro singles. After qualifying, we were down to the fastest 32, and now at this point, we're down to the fastest 18 youngsters out here. The pro singles, the up-and-comers, are on the line, ready to do battle. 3 rows of 6 in that next race. We will actually have 19 as we have 1 provisional starter in the expert main. They'll give these guys 1 lap to check out the racetrack. They got to make sure the track is completely clear before they fire them up and send them off. 1 rider at a time will take their way around. As of now, you got to start either inside or outside according to the leader. Now you get your pick on the line. in your first pick, they can go first on the front row. They go inside, outside. They can go in the middle, and they work their way through as they get all the way back to the 3 rows of 6. And that's the same way they will do that in the expert main event. Pro singles main event is scheduled to be 18 riders, 16 laps. Our next race will be 19 riders with 25 laps the distance. All the anticipation, all the buildup is getting ready. They're going to turn them loose. Again, they will give them a sighting lap, and that is 1 lap to check out the racetrack. They did add some moisture to the racetrack, and hopefully they keep getting the track faster and faster as there's only 2 races left, ladies and gentlemen. Pro singles main event is first. Our Grand National Expert Twins main event will be up next, and we're just about set, ready to go to send them out for 1 lap. You can see the track workers checking out the racetrack on the back straightaway right now. When he gets a thumbs up, and he'll give that to command center up here at the top, Dan Johnson will tell Rick Tibbetts to fire up the engines, and we'll send them out 1 lap to get them done. Okay, track is now clear. They said fire up the engines, and we'll have the sighting lap. Barry Boone's already done the starting lineup. We'll see if Davis Fisher can win his first ever Grand National Pro Singles main event. He has chosen the very inside of row number 1. I figured he might have chosen the outside, but he said, I'm going to start on the inside. They kind of work their way out. So will we see Davis pick up his first win? We got the points leader. Not having the best of nights, but he's currently 3rd pick on the front row. Like they went inside and outside. What the sighting lap is good for, it's a good hour right now. Here comes the riders back around. They're going to go at least another lap. They must have felt that they put enough moisture on it to give them another lap around the racetrack. We'll see if anybody in the state of California can get up there and battle for the lead. We got 3 KTMs scheduled to be in this one, 1 Yamaha. Everybody else is on Hondas, so 18 of them, 14 of them are on Hondas. Now they'll take them up. Here comes Dash and Davis Fisher. His dad was Rex Fisher, former national number 12 rider. 67M Dash and Davis Fisher came on the scene pretty strong. He's had a great season, finished on the podium several times, still looking for his first victory in this class. Outside front row, good shout out to the 44E Nick Armstrong. He's looking to run up strong right here in California. He's from Norco, California. Also on the front row, Ryan Foster, Sunnyvale, California. And Bronson Bauman, the 30C Rombo, on next to the outside front row. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pro singles, 18 of them, 3 rows of 6. It's time for our first main event of the night. We'll wait till all the riders are staged up, but they'll put their lenses down. Clutches will engage. Most of the bikes will shift into first gear, I believe. Rick Tibbetts, the man in charge at the front. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He tells them how many laps. He will point to the Harley-Davidson Trophy Girl. Board is down. They're out of the way. Here we go. First red light is on. First yellow is on. It is go time. Main event number 1 here in Calistoga. Second yellow is on, and we are green. Bronson pulls the front wheel, goes absolutely nowhere. Dash and Davis Fisher leads him into 1. Uh-oh, riders down. There goes a few more riders. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're still crashing. 5, 6 riders down. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 5 riders. 1 rider's already picked himself up. 1 rider's still down now. He's starting to move just a little bit. Kevin Clark takes off running, and he'll try to shut him down and not let anybody go past him. He'll try to get him over here to the hot box as the flashing red lights flash all the way around the racetrack. And now the track crew is out there. They have to wait until all the riders get stopped. Now Steve Moorhead and the gang, Rick Tibbetts, also headed that direction. Looks like the rider they're checking on the first is the first rider down closest to us. That was the first rider that hit the ground, and then just started a accordion event as everybody had nowhere to go, and they crashed all the way up to the air fence here in this Pro Singles main. 18 riders and about 4 or 5 of them going down in the first corner. Not what we wanted to see, not how we want to start our first main event of the night. Get everything checked out. I haven't heard any numbers just yet, but everybody else that was not involved, they all head over here to the hot box. At this point, you're not allowed to work on your motorcycle. We haven't talked about that just yet, but bikes that go to the hot box, you can put some more tear-offs on your helmet. You can take a drink, take it easy, whatever you want to do. Just not allowed to work on your motorcycle. If you do work on your motorcycle right now, you will go to the tail end of the field, which means you'll be on rope number 4. So getting our down riders checked out. See, hopefully everybody is A-okay down there in the turn number 1. They're reading off the numbers right now. I'll try to get those to you as soon as I can. 11P, one of the riders down. Is that right? 94B, Flying Ryan Wells. 11P, which is Molly Terry. The 16M, Austin Helmholtz, another one of the riders that are down. I know quite a few of them did go down. That's the 3 that I've got confirmed on the AMA Pro radio right now so far. So they're getting everybody checked out down there. 77J, Kyle Johnson. I was afraid that was the first rider that was the closest one to us. That is our points leader, ladies and gentlemen. He had a 20-point lead on everybody else in this class. And most points you can get in one night is 24 in the pro singles class. So our points leader, 23Z, is also down. Just got that confirmed. I believe 23Z, that's James Monaco, Modesto, California. Those are some of the riders that are down. Here's one of the riders. Looks like he is up and okay, headed back this direction. I believe that is the Flying Tomato. That's Colby Carlisle. He had a get off that was pretty nasty up at Castle Rock, Washington, broke his collarbone. Kyle Johnson, our points leader, is the one that's still down right now. They're getting him checked out. And if you think back quite a ways back, he did have surgery on his wrist, skipped around at the Springfield Mile, which was a pro twins race. So they're still checking out 77J right now, and hopefully he will be A-okay, but he is the one that's our points leader right now. He's got a 20-point lead over second. So we're getting him checked out right now. Wild action here in turn number 1. Hopefully the best for everybody down there. Barry Boo?
Yeah, I'm down in the hot box here. Colby, I think there's a little bit of exhaust issue, perhaps exhaust leak. The bike did not sound totally right. Colby's here, the bike is here. They're looking it all over. He's looking at it. Ask you real quick, Colby, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't crash. I just turned around to help Molly Terry because she was stuck under Ryan Wells' bike, so I helped them lift it off and checked on my good buddy Molly and Ryan, and hopefully they're all right, but I'm just getting ready for the restart, I guess.
Okay, that's Colby. I thought he maybe was involved in it too as he was late to arrive, but obviously he stopped to check on some of his compatriots. And we're just going to hang right here, Scotty, and see what develops.
One of the riders has picked himself up. He's headed down the back straightaway. Like I said, the Flying Tomato, I thought he was involved in the incident. It seemed like there was a bunch of them collected, and they all kept going all the way up the racetrack. They are still looking over Kyle Johnson right now. They're possibly going to transport him in for further observation right now. That's the latest word I've heard. There's also an ambulance all the way around into turn number 2, so I don't think if the action went all the way that far around the corner. But here comes Ryan Wells. His KTM is being pushed back to the infield, so if that thing goes to the infield, he's done for the night. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to take it back to the pit area. You must stay on the racing surface. So that's the KTM going through the infield section. That's probably Ryan Wells' bike. One of the riders walking down the front straightaway. Not sure who that is, but hard to tell from up here at the top of the grandstands. That might be James Monaco, the 23Z. I believe that might be who that is walking down the front straightaway. So our thoughts and prayers are with the riders that went down. They're still getting some medical attention. Like they said, Colby Carlisle said that one of the bikes actually landed on top of Molly Terry, and Colby stopped to get that bike off of her. So
Scotty, I'm down still in the hot box here. We've got the 16M from Sherwood, Oregon. Austin Helmholtz, he's arrived on the scene. How about it, Austin? First of all, how are you? You feel okay?
Yeah, I feel good. I really didn't get in a bad deal like Kyle did, but he kind of just looked like he lost the front in front of me, and I didn't have anywhere to go. But luckily, I got the thing played over where I didn't hit him, I don't think. Otherwise, I would have just T-boned.
Okay, so it looked like Kyle was in front, got out of shape, and that's perhaps what caused the deal?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so that's the thoughts. At least it happens so fast, Scotty. As you know, it's sometimes hard to recall what you just saw, but that's the thoughts of Austin Helmholtz here. As he's back, his bike is good, so is he. We're waiting for some of the others here.
The attention still is right now on the 77J, Kyle Johnson. Hopefully everything turns out all right. We're going to sit back for a moment, put on some music, sit back and relax, talk to your friends. Also, don't forget the official merchandise booth has running a special, buy one, get one free on all t-shirts, and that's because you fans for coming out here tonight. They do appreciate your business, and see some of the other teams making mad dashes. Here's Ryan Wells walking down the front straightaway right now. Looks like Ryan's all right. I know the bike went down the infield section, so I don't know if they're going to go to the backup motorcycle or not, or what's going to happen, but that's flying. Ryan Wells currently second or third in the point standings right now. He's up for the championship. Depending on what happens with Kyle Johnson, the 77J, the championship hunt might get a lot closer as we head into the final round, which is in 2 weeks from tonight, the flat track final. So we'll put on some music, ladies and gentlemen, let the paramedics do their job over there in turn number 2. Possible hearing, we're going to have to transport Kyle Johnson for further observation, so we'll be right back.
All right, Scotty, thank you. I've got Ryan here, Ryan Wells, Albion, New York, KTM rider. Ryan, first of all, let me ask you, how you doing? How you feeling? How are you?
Yeah, you know, we're good. I think a couple people just got a little waked out sideways because the track was a little greasy, but I basically just hit a bike and went over the handlebars and landed kind of head and hands first, and didn't feel the greatest, but I think we'll be all right to get this meeting done on the road.
I understand you did a little heroic effort over there as soon as you kind of figured out you were going to be all right. Molly had a couple of motorcycles on her.
Yeah, I think it was me, Colby Carlisle, and Jeffrey Carver. We had to get the bikes off of Molly. It's never cool to see another rider down with the bikes on top of them when they can't really have any control over it. So we definitely had that under control, and I'm glad we could get it off of her.
How's your bike? Do you think you're going to be all right to continue?
I'll definitely be able to continue, just have to ride the backup bike. I was third row anyway, so pulling back one more row isn't going to make or break me. So I'm excited. I definitely want to try to get up as far as I can in this race and try to get as many points as I can.
Yeah, Ryan, you've got one win to your credit this year. You're second in points. Of course, now Kyle perhaps is out of it here. We don't know, but it's all shuffling around right now in the points here really late to go. Good luck to you tonight in the main.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that is Ryan Wells, ladies and gentlemen. If you folks like to make some noise for him right there, it'd be a good yourself. Really fine young man out of Albion, New York. Scotty Chu.
Cortec Performance Gear is a proud sponsor of AMA Pro Racing's timing and scoring pages at amaproracing.com. Make sure to check out the latest Cortec gear at your local stocking dealer. You can also download the AMA Pro Racing app for your smartphone from the App Store to check out live timing and scoring, seasons, point standings, as well as all the latest news from AMA Pro Flat Track. Cortec, maker of high-performance apparel, boots, and luggage for the performance motorcyclist. Learn more at cortec.net or cortecperformance.com. USA, the official sponsor of AMA Pro Road Racing and AMA Pro Flat Track, its performance without the high price. Watch for Kimco scooters all around the paddock, from 50cc to 700cc. Kimco scooters are always the choice for the highest quality at the most exceptional value. Get more fun and style than you bargained for. Check out the complete line of Kimco scooters at KimcoUSA.com. Kimco, choose your own path. Duma Jewelers, a family-owned and operated jewelry store located in Warren, Ohio, has thrived on building relationships within its community and celebrating trust with its customers. As a former racer and current partner of the GNC family, TDFJ CEO Tommy Duma has a special place in his heart for the sport of motorcycle racing and tries at every turn to give back to the sport. Check them out online at tdfj.com. As the largest RV dealership in the world, Lazy Days, the RV authority, has more than 1,000 new and pre-owned RVs for you to explore. At Lazy Days, you'll find the most experienced, knowledgeable, and dedicated team of RV experts who are ready to take care of your RV needs. Visit them today at lazydays.com. Dunlop, the official tire of AMA Pro Flat Track, is proud to support such an iconic American sport. Dunlop is the only company manufacturing motorcycle tires in the USA. Ride Dunlop. At MotoBat, we are very excited about racing, and especially for this, our third year as the official battery charger, and tester of AMA Pro Racing. We are equally proud to be the ongoing sponsor of the MotoBat Hard Charger Award, earned by the aggressive rider who passes the most competitors during an event. MotoBat is a manufacturer and distributor of unique high-performance starting and charging solutions for today's power sports market. To learn more about these great MotoBat products, go to motobat.com and be sure to ask for MotoBat products at your local dealer. Thank you for attending today's race and have fun. Sunoco, the official fuel of AMA Pro Flat Track, would like to welcome all race fans and thank the entire AMA Pro community for your continued support. In the same way Sunoco keeps AMA Pro moving, they keep you moving. We invite you to visit Sunoco Racing on Facebook and enjoy the race. Saddlemen is the official seat company of AMA Pro Racing and the proud sponsor of the AMA Pro Flat Track Rookie of the Year program. Saddlemen has been producing the industry's most advanced seats for over 25 years and has introduced a line of innovative seats for both road and track use. Made in the USA, Saddlemen seats are designed by enthusiasts and racers. Each Saddlemen seat is handcrafted and features patented technology and advanced materials. Saddlemen is the official seat company of AMA Pro Racing and the proud sponsor of the AMA Pro Flat Track Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely, you can put your hands together. They roared on the radios. They are going to transport both Kyle Johnson, the 77 JR points leader, and the 11P Molly Terry, both of them getting transports. Hopefully for further observation. Hopefully both of those riders are okay, and we'll get started once again with our restart, a complete restart. Now we have 4 rows of motorcycles, and it looks like we at least lost 2 motorcycles in this one, including our points leader, so they're making sure that everything is good to go. I don't know if anybody switched to a backup motorcycle or not. You see somebody making some fine adjustments to their handlebars down there in the back of the front row. I'm sorry, the back of row number 4, that's the 23Z James Monaco. Also back there's the 94B Ryan Wells and the 16M Austin Helmholtz. Not sure if any of those guys switched to their backup motorcycles. They are allowed to do so if there's less than 5 laps into an event, and this is obviously on the first lap. Let's go trackside with Barry Boone.
Yeah, I just want to let you know on a positive note, I ran into our expert rider, national number 80, Stevie Bonzi, from here in California a moment ago, Scotty, and he definitely does have a broken collarbone. He said he's going to have surgery right away because he wants to be back on October the 11th down at Pomona. So his plan is to ride at Pomona after surgery. tomorrow, the next day. So tough kid. It's good to see him. He said, I'm in some pain, Barry. I got to tell you, I'm hurting. And they wouldn't give me any pain pills. So he said, I'm in some pain, but I'm going to be all right.
As the late Donnie Bargeman would say, tougher than a $2 steak. So tough to go down. He went down the first lap of practice. Never want to do that, of course. But they're checking on the racetrack down there in turns 1 and 2 right now. Maybe sweeping off a little bit of extra debris that might have been left over there in turn 2. And they will fire him up and we'll turn him loose. I believe we'll have a really short ceremony after this one. Then we'll get started with our Grand National main event lineup. As Barry Boone will do that. Barry's down there trackside.
I do. I'm standing here talking to Davis Fisher, or getting ready to. Haven't spoken to him yet. I know, Davis, nobody likes this. We hate to see riders get injured. And as a rider, I know you don't like, it's kind of like icing the puck, man. You got to go out there and you get started. Then you have to come back and stand around and wait. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I got a good start. Hate to see Kyle go down like that. One time I got a good start, and now I got to try it again.
So he said, I'm going to have to do it again, Barry. He did get a good start, Scotty, that first time, and perhaps he'll be able to duplicate that. He's sitting here right beside Jared Vanderkoy. He's got this beautiful Bell helmet here in his hands. So, Jared, man, you and the guys just hanging out here on the front line, getting set to go. How do you deal with it?
Yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking just knowing all the fast guys are beside you, but you just got to keep your head in it.
So you just got to keep your head in the game, Scotty. I'm throwing it back to you. They're firing them up.
Appreciate it. They said, let's put your helmets back on. It's time to go to work. See some of the starters. They got to run from motorcycle to motorcycle. So we don't have all the mechanics having their starters out there. They'll put the bikes, fire them up, and put them in gear in just a second. The helmets are being latched on. They'll be on there really tight. We'll see if Davis Fisher can pull off his first career victory in this pro singles class. We're going to find out here pretty quickly as the riders are getting staged up ready to go. So a tough break for Molly Terry, Kyle Johnson, the 2 riders have been transported. Also, we need everybody away from the front fence. Right now, you must be 10 feet away or we will not start this race. Everybody back away from the front fence.
Those folks down there can hear you at all.
Probably not right now. They keep coming up here and telling me we need everybody away from the fence. It's annoying for people that are at home and are doing what they're supposed to and sitting down up here in the racetrack. Give it one extra lap. There's a lot of moisture on the racetrack as the moisture continues to rise. They did go around a few laps with the water truck, and now they'll shut them down and stage them up and turn them loose.
Brian Wells did tell me off the mic that the racetrack is really slick down there, and that's kind of what he's attributing some of these red flag deals to.
We're getting ready to turn them loose. They'll stage them up once again. We'll have 4 rows of bikes now instead of the 3 we originally had. The riders that did go down and brought out the red flag, the ones that restart will go all the way back to row number 4. That includes the 94B of Ryan Wells, and also the 16M Austin Helmos has been flying all night. Ryan Wells currently second in points, so he's definitely going to make up some points on Kyle Johnson. One rider stops over there in the hot box. That is flying Ryan Wells, the 94B. He is scheduled to be on the back row, so I don't know if he's making some changes to that motorcycle or if he's just maybe adding some tear-offs to his helmet. They do have that opportunity. Now he pulls up to row number 4. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pro Singles main event. It is scheduled for 16 laps. And then we're going to have a short victory celebration and get into our Grand National main event. There will be no trophy presentation, Barry. No trophy presentation after this one. We'll go straight into the expert main. And they are off. Bauman on the outside. Davis Fisher on the inside. New rider coming up the inside is Jared Vanderkoy. Vanderkoy wants some. We'll go straight into the expert main after this one. There will be no victory celebration after this race. We'll go straight into the expert main. Experts, you need to be ready to go. There will be no victory celebration. Hopefully all the teams can hear me. Davis Fisher, your leader. Jared Vanderkoy in the 2 spot. They'll bring him this way. Bronson Bauman back there in the 3rd spot. 4th is Jeffrey Lowry. Lowry in 4th. He's got company on his right shoulder, and then it's stacking them up from anybody's race from there on back. They take him down the back straight away. It is. It's Davis out front. More riders into the air fence over there in turn number 3. And the red flag is flying. Red flag comes out once again. Getting everybody checked out over there. I did not see the action. I heard the crowd in front of me make the gasping noise. I see a few motorcycles, and it looks like both the riders are up and on their feet. That's good news. They did get into the air fence. Absolutely, you can put your hands together. One bike went into the air fence really hard, tore up some of our Dunlop banners. But the good news is we can replace the Dunlop banners. So hopefully they're all right. We do have the air fence crew. Both bikes are up and okay. They're getting everybody checked out, trying to figure out who the downed riders are. We're going to try to bring them back out here to start finish line. I know for you teams in the infield, we're going to go straight into our expert main event after this one. There will be no celebration after this race. We'll go directly into our Grand National. So we know the time is running on everybody, so they're going to stage all these bikes up here. When that track's ready to go, we'll turn these guys loose once again. So after this one, we'll go straight into our 25-lap Grand National main event. All expert main event riders, you need to be in staging right now, please. They're making a call. Expert main event, you need to be in staging right away. We'll go straight into the expert main event. Here comes both of our down riders. Looks like they are both okay, and that is good news for sure. They have just a few seconds to make some changes to their bikes if they need to. Everybody else pulls up to the line where they were scheduled to start. We will have, I believe we're still going to have 4 rows of motorcycles.
So, Scotty, real quick, I heard you say no post-race celebrations. That
Yes.
means we're not doing podiums?
Not after this one. We will after the
Copy.
25-lap
Okay.
Grand National.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
We'll
you.
do them both after the Grand National. We know it's getting late, and we know we want to keep racing here at this beautiful facility, so we need to get done at a reasonable time. So the riders that went down on this one were J.R. Addison, the 24F is what I'm hearing, and also the 51M of Cole Fredrickson. Those riders will join us now back there on row number 4. So row number 4 is getting really tight. We're making some changes to the motorcycles. JR drops the front end down. They lock the front end lockers. They're wheel lockers just like the motocross guys use. That keeps the front wheel low. Looks like the ready to go. They said, let's fire them up. We're going to turn them loose once again. Expert twins, you need to be in staging right away. Last call, expert twin main event, you need to be in staging. Everybody lined up and trying to fire up the 16M of Austin Helmholtz back there, row number 4. Let's try it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Third time's the charm, right? That's what I'm hoping for. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pro Singles main event. Once again, I need you away from the front straightaway fence or we will not start the race. 10 feet away from the front straightaway fence, please. Here we go. Pro Singles, first yellow light is on. Second yellow light is on, and we are green. Bronson Bauman grabs the whole shot this time. Foster's on the inside. Bronson Bauman shuts the door, so it's Bauman, the California rider, out front. Davis Fisher in the 2-spot. Vandekoy goes around the outside of Fisher. He's looking for second. Fisher puts his sights on the leader. It's Bronson Bauman. Fisher up the inside. New leader. Look at Vandekoy. Vandekoy dives in deep. He's going to try to go around Bauman also. Now he slips a little bit wide, gets back in line. Back this way. It's Davis Fisher. Bronson Bauman, Jared Vandekoy, Ryan Foster, and Jeffrey Lowry. Lowry came up there from row number 2, got another good start. He's battling back there for the 4th and 5th spot. Down the back straightaway, it's Dashing Davis Fisher, Bronson Bauman, and Jared Vandekoy, your top 3 spots on the racetrack. He'll take him into turn number 3. 1 lap completed. Still Fisher out front. Bauman's got his hands full with Vandekoy. Vandekoy looking for a way through. Behind him is Foster, Jeffrey Lowry. Ryan Kearns on the move up there. Kearns on the 99Y. He also came from row number 2. Battle for second place. The new rider takes over second. That is 17F, Jared Vandekoy, Mount Gilead, Ohio rider. Into turn number 4 they go. Here comes your leader. It's 67M, Davis Fisher. Vandekoy second, Bauman third. Foster's in the 4th spot. Jeffrey Lowry, Ryan Kearns. That's how they run up front. It's anybody's race from there on back behind Kearns. It's Nick Armstrong 7th. Colby Carlisle's in 8th from the back of the pack. Dan Bromley 9th. Cole Anderson, Austin Helmholtz, J.R. Addison also up to the 12th spot right now from coming from the 4th row. So the train is rising to the top right now in a hurry. There's Fisher, Vanderkoy, Bauman, Foster, Jeffrey Lowry. Front few riders still remain the same behind Lowry. We got Ryan Kearns, Nick Armstrong in 7th, Colby Carlisle 8th, Dan Bromley 9th, Cole Anderson rounds up the top 10, and now J.R. Addison is in 11th. Davis Fisher looking for his first career Pro Singles Grand National victory. He's looking really good. He's been fast all night long with your fast qualifier earlier. Fisher, Vanderkoy, now Foster takes over the 3rd spot, but he slips wide. Bronson Bauman comes back on the inside. 2 California riders battling for 3rd and 4th. Who's going to be on the box? Looks like the 23Y of Foster gets the drive up the inside. Foster takes over the 3rd spot once again going into turn number 3. So it's Foster in the 3rd spot now. 4th is Bauman. 5th is Lowry. 6th is Ryan Kearns. And then we got a lot of changing from there on back behind Kearns. It's Nick Armstrong in 7th, Dan Bromley 8th, Colby Carlisle 9th, Cole Anderson, J.R. Addison, Cole Fredericks 12th, Helmholtz, Ryan Wells, Austin Skaggs, James Monaco, and scored with the 17th and 18th, Kyle Johnson, Molly Terry. Hope those two are all right. It's Fisher out front. Vanderkoy is trying a few different lines now, trying to track down the leader. Foster looks like he's settled into the 3rd spot. So we got Dash and Davis Fisher, Jared Vanderkoy. Halfway flags are coming out next time by. We'll have 8 laps in the books, 8 laps to go. Dash and Davis Fisher, Jared Vanderkoy. Fisher's been in this position before and gave up the lead at the end of a couple of races this season. He's still looking for his first Grand National. Foster's in 2nd in the 3rd spot, Bauman 4th. 5th is Ryan Kearns, California rider 99Y back there in the 5th spot. So we have California riders 3rd, 4th, 5th on the racetrack, Pro Singles main. Battle for the lead's getting tight. Here comes the 17F, Jared Vanderkoy, catching up to the leader. Last time Fisher had the lead by 0.4 seconds, and now it's dropped to 0.3 seconds. So Vanderkoy is definitely catching up to the leader. Vanderkoy is catching up to the leader. It's happened before to Davis Fisher. Let's see if he can hang on to a victory. Vanderkoy can taste the victory. He's won in the Pro Twins class. He's won a couple of times in the Pro Singles class this year. It's Fisher. Now Vanderkoy's right there in the rear fender. We got a battle for the lead. It's getting tight. This time by 0.2 seconds. So the lead is down to 0.2 seconds for your lead down the back straightaway. Vanderkoy's in hot pursuit of your leader. It's Fisher and Vanderkoy. Vanderkoy run about a line or 2 up. This time by 5 laps will be shown to him. Here is Fisher with Vanderkoy right on the rear fender now of the lead. 3rd spot by himself is Foster. 4th and 5th are side by side. Kearns goes up the inside, takes the 4th spot away. Here comes Vanderkoy. He shows the wheel up the inside. Davis Fisher knows he has company now. If he didn't know it before, he definitely knows now because Vanderkoy showed a wheel up the inside. Here comes Vanderkoy showing the inside. Once again, they're on the very bottom of the racetrack. It is Fisher. Vanderkoy's right there. Vanderkoy goes back to the high side. He wants to go the long way around. He said, I'm tired of following you. I caught you in a minute. I'm going to pass you in just a second. Here they come up a 2. Vanderkoy gets the drive. There, nose to tail down the back chute. Laps are winding down. Pro Singles main is 16 laps. Lap 13 to go in the books right here. Best battle on the track is for the lead. It is Fisher right now trying to hang on to his first victory. Vanderkoy's already got 2 in the Pro Singles, 2 in the Pro Twins this year. He's looking for his 5th of the season. Off of turn number 2, it is still Fisher. Fisher this time gets 1 heck of a drive down the back straightaway, pulls a little breathing room. Kevin Clark shows him. Here comes Vanderkoy around the outside. He makes a kiddie cool about tight pass, but Fisher grabs a handful. We got a battle for the lead. 2 laps to go. Look at Vanderkoy. He's up higher than he's been all night long. Now he gets sideways. It might be over now for Vanderkoy. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Vanderkoy just about high-sided. Come up at turn number 2. What a save right there. I've got goosebumps. I don't know how in the world he saved it. White flag is out now for Davis Fisher. Vanderkoy going to have to change his drawers after this one. He's in the 2 spot. 3rd is Foster, all by himself. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th across the line now. Dash and Davis Fisher has a half a lap to go. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to pick up his first victory of his young career. Last corner, double Sunoco, checkered flags coming out. Here comes your winner. Dashing Davis Fisher picking up his first win of his career right here. You see the fist bumps, how excited he is. Vandekoy comes up second. Foster in the third spot. Here comes everybody else. Fourth is Kern. Fifth is Bauman. We'll give you a full field rundown in just a second. Top two riders doing stand-up wheelies down the back straightaway. These are some happy young men. We're going to go straight into our expert main event. Here's the rundown. Davis Fisher, your winner. What a save by Vandekoy. A few laps to go. Just about came off the motorcycle off of turn number 2. He comes in second. Foster will take the third spot. Ryan Kearns fourth. Bronson Bauman fifth. Dan Bromley sixth. Jeffrey Lowry seventh. Nick Armstrong, California rider eighth. Colby Carlisle ninth on the back row. Cole Fredrickson rounds out your top 10. 11th on back. Cole Anderson 11th. J.R. Addison 12th. Ryan Wells 13th. Austin Helmholtz 14th. 23C James Monaco 15th. Austin Skaggs 16th. And a tough break for Kyle Johnson scored 17th. And Molly Terry scores 18th. Remember, we will have a victory podium after this one is over. So your winner will get a victory lap. Here comes Fisher. He's going to get a victory lap. He's going to stop by and pick up his dad. That's former national number 12. That's Rex Fisher hopping on the back. That's the TJ Burnett Farms entry. Fisher's get to get the victory lap, and then we will have our expert main event. The experts are coming out there to Barry right now. Barry, they're out there for you. Fisher's going to get the victory lap, and then we will have our starting lineup for the expert main. Barry, getting ready to go down to Barry Boone trackside. Let's go ahead with our music for the expert main event, and Barry will introduce our starting lineup. Here we go. It's time for our 25-lap main event.